This is, I have the Yankee background also for you. Outdoor Kerri.
Okay.
I guess I'll call you outdoor Kerri and indoor Kerri.
Okay.
Okay. So on my podcast, Socially Awkward, I interview a different Facebook friend every episode. However, sometimes there are occasions like this where you have an opportunity to interview two people at the same time. Why? Because my first guest is Kerri-Ann Wallace, and my second guest is Kerri-Ann Wallace. Kerri-Ann Wallace is welcome to the podcast. How are you guys doing?
I'm great.
Okay.
Kerri number one, Kerri number two. I don't know which one I am.
I will say, well, I know, first of all, we'll get the name thing out of the way. So I think Kerri-Ann Wallace, your outdoor Kerri, your last name is with Ulrich now?
Yes, that's my husband's last name. I haven't legally changed it, but that's
good. No, keep your brand.
Yeah.
Now, and now indoor Kerri, your Doherty I saw also somewhere. What was that? Maiden name. Okay. Now let me just make one thing clear. This is not a competition. You are all equally as good Kerri-Ann Wallaces, and never let anyone tell you otherwise.
Thank you.
Okay, so first off, does it seem at all a bit odd to be having someone with your same name in the same location at the same time? Do you feel like we're testing the space-time continuum? Is this just something odd? Like, I don't know, who would like to go first?
I'll go first. I think it's my first time meeting anyone. Kerri-Ann. I've never met anyone with that name. I think it's cool. I thought I was unique. I guess I'm not.
Yeah.
No. You were both equally unique. Here's the thing. So here's the backstory of how I know you guys. Kerri-Ann Wallace, indoor Kerri-Ann Wallace. I'd never met you. So this is our first conversation we've ever had. I think you added me on Facebook maybe several months ago, is my guess. Outdoor Kerri-Ann Wallace from New York, right? Yep. Where'd you grow up? Was it Riverdale?
Riverdale, yeah.
Just like the show.
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's right. That's why I went up. But ironically, I don't know if the other Kerri-Ann Wallace, are you at all have any contact with Marisol Nichols from Riverdale?
Yes, actually, I know her from LA.
Yeah, because we know of each other from various things. So that's funny because now first, then let's get this out of the way. Outdoor non-alcoholic drinking Kerri-Ann. Do you have you watched Riverdale because you grew up in Riverdale?
No, I had no interest in watching that. I don't like anything that has to do with like comics or superheroes. Yeah.
We have so much not in common now. So I've been watching The Flash.
I should have watched it because I used to love Luke Perry, and I thought I was married to him when I was in 7th grade, and I told everyone my name was Kerri Perry. Yeah. But then I broke up with him and went out with Marky Mark.
No, that works. Then and indoor Kerri-Ann, did you ever have any like allegiance to Shannon Doherty, having been a Doherty yourself?
Yes, I used to tell people she was my cousin, but that was a total
that was a total lie. I actually got to meet Luke Perry's son, Jungle Boy. He's now a wrestler.
Oh God, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's on TV. He's on AEW. If you go on TNT, you'll find him. He'll look like Luke, but he has like long, like Jungle Boy hair. So fun fact. Okay, now, so outdoor Kerri-Ann, we met back in the day of America Online.
Yep.
We were in high school. AOL Instant Messenger, and I was like, there's this girl in the New York area that also likes the Yankees and that also likes Bon Jovi. And I'm a fan already of the name Kerri because I liked a Kerri in the 5th grade. So I thought that we met one time like 20 years ago.
Was it once or twice? I was just trying to tell my husband about it. I couldn't remember. I know we went to Saratoga.
Oh, we went to the Saratoga show together.
Yes. And I stayed at your parents' house and I slept in your little sister's bed.
You did? No way.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Now I remember this. Oh my gosh.
But we definitely met one other time. But I was like, I remember. It was like the only time I've been to Long Island.
When we first met, we'd never met, but it was like the summer in between a college year, and she was up in Riverdale, with those people, and I'm not from the cast of Riverdale. So I brought a friend of mine from high school up to the bar she was at that night. and we watched. There was a cover band, the Nerds, they were called, I think.
Yeah.
And they played just covers. They played like Springsteen covers and everything, and you like Springsteen and everything. So we met that one time, and then I guess we went to the Saratoga show together. Bon Jovi played Saratoga in like 2001, 2002. That's,
Yeah, it was
that's
the
our
only time
connection.
I was ever there.
Now indoor Kerri-Ann, do you have favorite bands? If you'd want to see someone live, who would it be?
I've actually never been to a concert.
No way.
I'm going to my first one in September to see Glass Animals, I think, with my stepdaughter.
What's Glass Animals?
Some hip kids band. I don't
This
know.
is like an indie thing. Like we have a
An
few
indie
tracks on
thing.
Spotify.
Yeah.
So check
Yeah.
us out. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Where's the venue?
In LA. I don't know it.
Okay. I don't know it either.
But I have
It's
a question. So does that mean you and outdoor Kerri-Ann kind of online dated before online dated was a thing?
No, we online friended.
Yes.
He was a reliable
Strictly
AOL
platonic.
contact
Yeah.
buddy list. When we had the buddy list, Kerri-Ann was cool.
Yeah.
She's still in my phone. I mean, I never, we haven't spoken in like 20
Forever.
years, but
Yeah.
still. And like, like we've confided stuff in each other, like, but we've been pretty much, just hanging around on the periphery. Like I used to go to like Bon Jovi fan club trips, but she never went on those.
Oh, I went on one.
You did?
I
Which
went on
you
one
did?
when I was 16.
Well, that was before I started doing
And
it.
then
yeah.
and then I went to one where it wasn't a trip, it wasn't overnight. It was like something in '98 in like Eatontown, New Jersey. Like
Oh,
an
you went to his
anniversary-
birthday? Was it the fan club
fan club
anniversary?
anniversary or something like that.
See,
Yeah.
I went to one where it was their Bon Jovi. He was like, what was he? 40, late 40s at the time. It was like another fan club trip thing. And his brother runs the fan club now. His mom used to run the fan club. And there's actually one right now happening in Fort Lauderdale as we speak. Like
Yes,
there's
I
this
saw.
distanced group of like 200 Bon Jovi fans coming from around the world to see him for one day, and then they go back on their way. I don't know. This probably, I don't know if indoor Kerri likes Bon Jovi at all, but this is
Yeah, I do.
okay. Okay. Now outdoor Kerri, do you yearn for Richie Sambora to come back to Bon Jovi, or are you kind of
Oh,
over
gosh,
it?
yeah, I haven't been the same since he left. I still will always love the band and their music, but it's just, I think I saw him in concert once without him, and it wasn't the same.
Yeah, and I see these videos of him. He pops by. He's in like Calabasas now, and he pops into this rare guitar shop, and it's like just him back with Orianthi, who's this great singer guitarist, and he's just playing in the guitar store, just like diddling on all these like different rare guitars. And it's
Yeah.
up on YouTube, and he's out and about, but
Not the same.
that's all. Kerri-Ann D. I'll say D and you. I don't know what to do. Do you have favorite bands then? Why have you never been to concerts then? Just never came around to it?
Always been working and having kids.
Yeah.
I don't know, just never had time.
How old are your kids?
I have 3 step kids. The oldest are twins. They're 19.
Okay.
And then a 16-year-old.
Okay.
Then I had another daughter who passed away at 3, but she would be 12. And then
Yeah.
I have an 8-year-old, all girls.
Oh, cool. What were you going to say about the music thing before?
Oh, I was going to answer your question about my favorite band. I would say right now I'm into Remy Wolf as an artist. She
Okay.
plays with different people, but also indie stuff. But I like oldies and newies, I guess.
Were you ever in a band yourself?
No, but I did play a musical instrument. I was in band.
Uh-huh.
That doesn't go.
Yeah, no, I played trombone, so.
I played flute for 6 years. Yeah.
Now when it comes to Kerri-Ann's, how were you, each of you guys named? Were you named after relatives? Like, we'll say outdoor Kerri-Ann, were you named after someone that was?
No, it doesn't appear that I was. My mom just liked that name.
Yeah.
And it was between that and Courtney, and
Okay.
and they went for Kerri-Ann.
Yeah,
So-
my dad pushed for Edward, and I thank my mom every day of my life that I wasn't named Edward. So I'm glad Evan went. Kerri-Ann WD. What about any name significance to Kerri-Ann, or just it went together?
Well, everyone in my family, there's 5 of us. We all begin with K. So my dad needed a K name.
Yeah.
He liked Kerry County in Ireland, which his family's from Donegal, Ireland.
Oh,
We're
wow.
not. So he picked Kerri, and added the hyphen in the end. I don't know. There's also a song by the Hollies called "Hey Kerri-Ann." Do you know that song?
Yes.
Oh, Kerri, I don't know it. Of course, I guess it's a rule. Kerri-Anns have to know this. Okay. Because on the odd thing also, my wife is Kelly, so Kerri Kelly, but also her middle name was Ann. So she was Kerri-Ann Myersfield, but then now she got rid of the Ann and she shifted the maiden name to the middle name and now is a Wecksell. So, but the KAW just having a KW in my life and you guys being KWs, I guess is why we're here right now. I don't know.
Oh,
Outdoor Kerri, how old are your kids? You had the young one popping in.
That's actually my older one. She's probably making a lot of noise. I'm sorry.
Okay.
She is almost 5, kind of 4.5-ish.
Okay.
She'll be 5 in September, and then my little one is 2.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
They get along okay?
Yeah, they have their moments. You know, they're learning how to bond now because my little one can, talk more and she's starting to like imagine and pretend and so they can kind of get into games together. But I mean, they fight quite frequently.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And then indoor Kerri, then with your kids don't fight as much anymore, being twins, or do they still?
None of the girls ever really fought. No, they're really good talkers. I don't know if that's because they're all girls or what. I don't know. Not fighters.
Does it feel like they're all a team? Like they're
Yeah, they definitely are a team, and they definitely know how to play the parents to get what they want.
they're their own little like syndicate or their own little like burgeoning crime family that can all like kind of elect officers and make things happen.
Exactly.
That no one's ever heard of, that this never happened, but things happen. They're those kinds of, okay, cool. Have you ever been to the East Coast? Yeah, California, Kerri.
Yes, I was just in Boston in April. I guess that kind of counts.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
Other than no.
No, all right. East Coast, Kerri, you ever been to the West Coast?
No, I've always wanted to. My husband and I always say we'd love to go to like wine country and stuff like that. Oh
yeah, up north.
He was there like before him and I got together. But I've never been there and he knows that we would love it. And I the closest to the West I've been is Vegas.
Oh yeah.
That's I've gotten.
Vegas is super easy to get to from where we are.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna keep this going. Let's see. You have what has been like? Have you had like great? Have each of you guys had like good COVID accomplishments as this winds down? Has there been like something you've been proud that you've been able to do in the last year and a half that maybe you haven't been able to do otherwise if there wasn't this thing?
Well, I definitely feel like this has been a great year for me because I'm a teacher. I teach 5th grade in New York City public schools. Wow. And last January, before any of this was like really a true thing, I applied for to go on a study sabbatical. I figured I'd take the year off and spend the time with my kids while they're still little. And I would still be I would still kind of be learning more about my job, and I just kind of needed a chance to refresh. And then I figured it wouldn't get approved because then COVID happened, and I found out in May it got approved. So I have been home with my kids since then, and not really having to teach during the pandemic, which has been nice. I admire all my colleagues who have, but yeah, it's been a great year to be home with them. I haven't gotten to do all the things I thought I would do, like volunteer in her preschool and all that stuff. Right. But she's gone to school all year. She's loved it. She's been in person. And I've been
because she's young enough to be in person, like the daycares they counted.
Yeah, like she's in pre-K, so like she had in-person school Monday through Thursday, and then I was home with my little monster, and yeah, it was great. She loved it.
Does your sabbatical run out?
Yeah, I have to go back in September.
It's like, darn it,
Officially,
you
it's
can't renew
officially
your
over July
sabbatical.
31st. Yeah, and if you have to like guarantee that you'll return for at least 2
I was
years.
sabbating so well. Can I just extend my sabbating?
Yeah, I wish I could, but yeah, I have to stay there till I'm 55. I have no choice. So
Okay.
I've got like 13 and a half years left.
Okay, well, keep peeling the days off of the calendar. You only have like set 18,000 to go. So
yes,
because I tutor a lot of like sometimes fifth graders just like online though. So it's like I just kind of roll them through. Then again, indoor Kerri, what has been like the best? Has there been a best part of something you've been able to accomplish with everything?
I don't know if it's good or bad, but I had to work the whole time.
What's your career? If you want, as specific as you want to get, but like you seem very well dressed, so I thank you for looking very formal for the occasion.
Thank you. Yeah. Normally in my PJs. No, I'm just kidding. Not kidding. No, I help run a company that does ion implantation.
What involves ion? Like I know what ions are, but for what purpose?
Yeah, so an ion is a charged atom. So we can take any species or element off the periodic table, turn it into a plasma and implant it into a target. It's typically used for semiconductors, but we provide service to the Department of Defense. So we weren't close at all.
So this isn't something that could transition into like stem cell research where it's like, this person needs more ions. It's not meant for human administration.
This process is used, they are experimenting in ion implanting cancer tumors.
Okay.
Just perfectly, instead of cutting you open and taking it out, I don't know what they use, but actually our company is branching over into implanting cremation remains into jewelry.
What? So you take, so like you cremate someone, you put the ions in,
you take their ashes.
Yeah. And like that way grandma will always be close to you.
Yeah.
Wow.
You could literally take her material makeup and implant it into, if she left her wedding ring, or grandpa into his war medals, or yeah.
I feel like celebrities' estates could make a lot of money off of that. It's like, oh my gosh, this Michael Jackson glove is implanted with ions from Michael Jackson.
We could do that.
You could do that. This is fascinating.
Yeah, it's really new. We've only been offering it to friends and family. But other than that, it's used for very technical stuff.
Wait, so wait, me, you're only offering it, how do friends, like there's a friends and family discount, or there's a friends and
we just started this year.
This is a new thing that you're in the forefront.
Correct. Yeah, I've worked here for 14 years on the scientific end. We're bringing it to the public use in that space this year.
Wow. So this is and Kerri's still there. She's probably on here.
I'm sorry, I don't even know if I can tell you.
Blank. She's probably got kid stuff going on in the background.
Literally,
I was gonna say what's funny. Before I worked here, I was a teacher too, so that's crazy. I taught kindergarten, first grade.
That is kind of crazy.
And you're like, these kids would look a lot better if we had some more of their ions.
Yeah.
And we could give them.
Seriously.
They behave better.
I'm in the middle of doing a mom thing. My 4-year-old needed assistance in the bathroom, hence why the camera is
that's okay. That's real life.
Yeah.
You can't get that from the Kardashians. Yeah. Nice. So
we're almost done in here.
That's okay. Whatever you got to do. This is already better than ever. I don't know if I could open up where, like, I don't know if you do any of the Kerris have questions for the other Kerri, or as a Kerri, or do you have other favorite Kerris you know of in your life, both people that you know, or are there famous Kerris you've always identified with because they were Kerris? As you can say, this is a very highbrow podcast I run here. So
I know of any other really. I know people named Kerri.
Right.
Nobody
with the Y's. Do you have any animosity towards Kerri with a Y?
No, I want mine with a Y. I think it's better. Yeah.
You wanted yours with a Y?
I did. In middle school, I like rebelled and signed everything with a Y.
Oh, I always liked mine being like I because I thought it was like unique, but then everybody spells it wrong. And then if I, like say if you call the pizza place and like what's the order under? I'll say Kerri, and they always say Terry. They always think that's so. I always say Kerri with a K. I always say that. And then I had to argue with somebody at the DMV about my name. They told me that my name wasn't Kerri-Ann.
It wasn't acceptable.
Well, because I said like first name is Kerri-Ann. Like I don't technically have a middle name. I'm Kerri hyphen Ann. And they're like, no, well, you got to write Ann in the middle name spot. I said, well, I don't because it's not my middle name. I don't have one.
Is that the case with you then? The other
Kerri-Ann my first name, right? Yeah.
It's my first name. I have no middle name. It also like when trying to make logins or like pay with a credit card online, they won't allow the hyphen. They say no special characters. I'm like, okay, so I have to drop hyphen. But yeah, I was gonna ask you, when you go and order food, do you only say Kerri and drop the Ann? I started dropping the Ann because then I get called Karen or Korean.
Yeah.
Korean.
I'll usually just say Kerri, but or else sometimes if I know that my husband and I one of us is gonna pick it up together, I'll just say my husband. I'll just say Chris because everybody gets that name, right?
Everyone gets that name.
But yeah, Kerri-Ann is like I always like KERRI hyphen ANN. Like nobody has time for that. Friday night at a place.
Also, it's amazing how many people don't know what a hyphen is. Yeah. Sometimes I get a slash in my name or I'll get an asterisk and I'm like, no, it's a hyphen.
Yeah. I know. It's really, really strange, but to have been told at the DMV that that's not my name. I literally called my mother on the way out. I was like, let me ask you something. What did you name me on the day I was born? On the day I was born in the hospital, what did you decide to name me? She's like, I'm not understanding the question. I said, what's my name? Is my name Kerri or is my name Kerri-Ann? She said, that's ridiculous. Your name's Kerri-Ann. I said, okay, good. Because the DMV tried to challenge me. And then he pretended he did a favor at the end. He's like, I just want you to know I put your name as Kerri-Ann on your license.
Oh, that was nice. So right now you have the hyphen as well.
I did, because my license since I was 16 always just said Kerri-Ann smushed as one word. And that was, it always looked really silly. And then I would have these discrepancies. So I would call this company and I'm like, I don't know if I'm under Kerri-Ann Wallace as one word or Kerri hyphen Ann. I just start looking it up.
Does the IRS care? Can you do Kerri-Ann? Well, that's not a big issue.
I think I'm usually Kerri A with them. So I don't know.
Kerri A?
Yeah.
Okay.
It gets so butchered.
Mm-hmm. See, even as just an Evan, like if you get the wrong person in the wrong accent, like I get even a lot. Like if I like EV, like the second vowel is like optional for people. They can do I, they can do A, they can do E. They call me or sometimes it's like EBON, like Ebon. Oh. And I hear I think Google's been trying to reach me, and it comes out Yvonne on on the transcript. So you just never know.
You never know what you're gonna get.
What people are doing.
I have a question for Kerri-Ann.
Yes, go ahead.
Does your family call you Kerri-Ann and your friends call you Kerri, or do you have a preference? Do you care?
I usually introduce myself to new people as Kerri, and my whole family pretty much calls me Kerri. My uncle and like a cousin of mine for some reason refer to me as Kerri-Ann most of the time. But really, everybody just calls me Kerri. How about you?
Yeah, what?
I would say, my family calls me Kerri-Ann, and friends call me Kerri, or my longtime friends call me Kerri-Ann.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Okay. Then this is it's like almost like by the third date, there's something I have to tell you. I'm not Kerri. You have to call me Kerri-Ann going forward.
Yeah.
Like I can't accept
be called Kerri-Ann. I don't want to be called Kerri.
Scares people off.
In grad school I started introducing myself as Kerri-Ann. I used to always just say my name is Kerri, and but in grad school I don't know, I just started saying I was Kerri-Ann, and I liked the sound of it. I really had never used it before, and so now I'll sign my name as that as a teacher, like at teacher emails and stuff like that. But
so your signatures, do you guys signatures include hyphens then when you're signing Kerri-Ann Wallace? You just kind of gotta take the I and make a little dash and then start the big A and
Yeah, and then the
Oh,
rest
wow.
is like
oh wow.
scribbled.
Okay.
Yeah.
Learning a
Yeah,
lot
but
today.
then I never wanted to drop my maiden name Wallace, so so now my name I have is Kerri-Ann Wallace Ulrich, so it's like woo, it's like a lot
Do
of
you guys
yeah.
do you guys feel a kinship to William Wallace from Braveheart? Like when Wallace came out for Braveheart, was that a big thing for you?
I've never seen Braveheart, but my father and my brothers love that movie.
They were glad the
Well, my
Wallace made.
dad is an actual Scotsman. I was born a UK citizen, and I just went to the Wallace Monument 2 Julys ago.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Your dad's from Scotland?
Yeah,
Oh, so
he
is
was
mine.
born in.
Mine's born in Scotland too.
Oh,
Well,
where?
In a small little town called Beith, Beith.
Oh, okay. I don't know where that.
It's outside of Edinburgh. But I mean, he said it was like really small, but yeah, he's a Wallace, and he hasn't been there for a very long time, so he's afraid to fly, but he's a proud Scotsman.
So you guys both have roots in Scotland,
Yes.
as you should.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So
Yeah.
okay. Even though you were a Doherty at first,
Doherty
still,
is a name.
yeah.
But yeah, I married into a Scottish name.
Okay. So it all worked out then.
It worked out well. Yeah.
That's good. Now I know Kerri-Ann Wallace Ulrich. What do you think of the Yankees this year? Because I know you're a big Yankee fan. Andy Pettitte was your favorite player. You had a cat named Andy.
Yes, that was my
Yes.
baby for 19 years, my cat.
Yes.
I have not honestly been paying much attention to them the last couple of years. I guess once like the dream team kind of like disbanded and after Jeter left, I got, I guess some of the magic was gone for me.
Yeah.
I still catch up with their scores all the time. And last time I checked, they had lost 7 of their last 9.
Right.
I don't watch a lot of the games. Like I used to be glued to them like all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I keep up and I root for them always. I buy the t-shirts all the time, but I mean, I would watch every game, and
Yeah.
now lately I have not. And
Indoor Kerri, is there much sports in your life at all? Not really following stuff.
No, in high school I was on swim and water polo, but I don't watch sports.
Okay. Yeah, that's been my hardest thing about moving to LA. I moved to LA in 2005, and just not a lot of people to talk sports with out here. It's like
No.
Acting is the sport.
no.
So people
Yeah.
like the Oscars night of the Oscars here is like Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah.
Like everyone's
Really?
doing. Yeah, it's and you have like an Oscar pool. You try to pick the winners.
Oh,
And
geez.
yeah, so that's been a struggle, but you stay connected. Everything's streamable, so I can like stream like New York sports talk out here, and I can watch the Yankees. There's a Yes app now. I just
Yes.
hop on my mom's cable plan. I can watch any network I want, like
Yeah.
HBO Max. My mom's got me hooked up. Like, I saw
HBO
Wonder
Max,
Woman
Mayor of
84.
Easttown. Gotta watch Mayor of Easttown. That was a good one.
Which one?
Mayor of Easttown with Kate Winslet.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Ooh, that was so good. My husband and I just finished it. It was only 7 episodes. It was amazing.
That's a TV show on HBO Max.
Yeah, it just
Okay.
ended like maybe 3 weeks ago. It was a 7-episode thing, but highly recommend binge watch that one.
Okay. Is there Indoor Kerri? Is there a recent thing you've watched that you recommend, or that's like in your queue?
I just finished Ozark season 3. I was late on that one. And then I watched The Dirty John Betty on Netflix. I liked it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I mean, I know some people, Schitt's Creek was the big thing like several months ago. I mean, I've gone through that. I'm in the middle of a documentary called The Last Blockbuster. It's about like how the downfall of Blockbuster Video.
Oh.
It used to be like the thing everywhere. Yeah, Kevin Smith may have helped produce it,
Oh, okay.
but just like, it takes you through it was everywhere. It was like the thing to do on Fridays. You go out and you rent a video and if it wasn't there, you'd wait around to see when it was due back, and you just go through the shelves and everyone thought, I'm curious because everyone thought like Netflix killed it, but there was like maybe other reasons that I haven't seen yet, but I'm like, just started it.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, I've been watching, I guess with COVID, you see what's on your list and you just see what you can kind of check off. Yeah, I mean, sometimes there's like those movies with like A-list celebrities, but they're kind of like B-level movies because they're just for Netflix. Those are kind of a little rough. But you know, sometimes there's some jewels you can find, but I don't know. Never saw Ozark though.
On Netflix?
Oh my gosh, so good.
On Netflix or just any streaming thing.
Yeah.
I mean, probably the last good movie I'd seen that was really good on like on Hulu. I did see the Palm Springs movie with Andy Samberg, which is kind of like a Groundhog Day meets no.
No, I don't know that one.
Okay. No worries. Let's see. I don't know if there's anything else I want to get to with you guys. It's in one of the most unique experiences, and I'm sure like people will like to. So I interviewed an assemblyman in California named Kevin Kiley, and actually there's another Facebook friend I have named Kevin Kiley who was a wrestler, but I couldn't get him to jump on with the elected official. But I'm glad that you guys did. I don't know if you guys have any like remaining questions for me. I think I've already given you like a week's worth of awkward in like 30 minutes, but
it doesn't feel awkward.
Oh, good. I'm glad we caught up in everything and we got acquainted. Any questions for me or each other? Any parting? Of course, we're all gonna stay in touch and everything. And now you have like a Kerri. I have a Facebook group called Evans Unite, which is just a bunch of Evans.
Okay.
And we lament about being called Ethan and Eric and other things. But maybe there can be, and I know Oprah once did. I have a friend, Jim Colleen. He actually got 7 Jim Colleens together. They met in Killeen, Texas.
Oh.
and they then went on Oprah and they talked about what all of them did. But I thought, 3 names is better than 2. So the fact that we pulled this off.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have any final thoughts or questions.
Oh, definitely. It's a unique topic. That's for sure. I never really thought about it before.
That there was someone else out there just like you.
Yeah.
That it was like looking into a mirror.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yeah, we're going to be rooting for each other from this day forward.
I guess
okay.
so.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to quit while I'm marginally ahead.
Okay.
But do any of you guys have anything you'd like to promote, or you just want to keep it on the down low, stay in sabbatical? But yeah.
Just promoting the sabbatical.
Promote sabbaticals if you can get them.
Any teacher in the New York City school system that has 14 years in, apply for a sabbatical because it is worth it. Yeah,
okay, good.
It was a once in a lifetime experience. I loved it.
Good. And Indoor Kerri, do you have any life advice or career path advice similar to what
life
Kerri's?
Advice? I have mom advice that I've
mom
never
hacks.
forgot. Yeah. The best advice I was ever given was don't do anything you're not willing to do a million times.
Okay. Okay.
Very useful information.
Mm-hmm.
Good. And Outdoor Kerri, you have any mom hacks you'd want to share or best mom advice or insider tips?
Man, I don't have like major hacks. It's just really like
keep them in the pool.
Well, yeah. For me, like the best mom advice I got was get them on a routine for sleeping, and get them used to their bed and their room, and try to get them on somewhat of a schedule, but not to the point where it's like so not flexible. But
yeah,
I think and also not to be afraid of a little bit of iPad time.
Yes, when it's needed.
Yes.
Now, Indoor Kerri, even though your kids are older, do you know how to you get their iPad schedule? I guess you don't do that anymore. They just kind of do whatever. Oh, you have the 8-year-old.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. She has her iPad time. She's on a set schedule. I would agree. Structure is crucial especially with that many kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna leave it there. You guys were awesome. I will do what other magic I can to I'll put this out, let you guys know about it. But thanks for coming on Socially Awkward. I got 2 people with the same name on the same episode, and this will go down in the annals as one of the greatest things ever.
Definitely.
So thank you guys. We'll talk soon.
Okay.
Back to Saratoga. Right. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Bye, Kerri-Ann Wallaces.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.